It's Christine, aka Dr. Simple Budgets, and I'm back for another video. Today we are going to be cash stuffing my sinking funds and my annual funds. I am a zero-based cash stuffing budgeter from Southern California, and from time to time I like to upload videos on the psychology of savings, and I only get paid once a month. So if you are a person who gets paid once a month and you want to know how somebody does the budgeting system once a month, or if you're just liking my channel so far, then please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. I usually post videos twice a week, Tiny Tuesdays, and usually on the weekend. Okay, so I was paid and I am going out of town and I really have to get things done in a hurry. I do not see myself doing the traditional way that I normally do, where I count out all the cash. So let me just tell you what's going on. Okay, I was paid. Let me show you my planner. It's honestly kind of sad for me to say goodbye to this budget planner because I just started cash stuffing and budgeting in the year of 2025 for the first time in my life. And this was my first. And if you don't know, I am a hybrid budgeter. I have everything planned out digitally, and then everything that's coming out bill-wise comes out because everything's set up to come out automatically out of my checking accounts, of which I have two. And I track those bills using this planner here. I have always just used the calendar portion, and this is how I set up my bills, and this is the washi that I use for the month of December. And honestly, this is giving me such good inspiration to kick these nails up a notch. I might try something like this. So here we are. This is December, and already I have paid a few of my bills. When my bills are paid, they get checked off. So rent has been paid, and my Wells Fargo One checking account has been paid, and we're still waiting for the rest of these to come out. So that's where we are so far. And since those bills come out of my checking accounts automatically, the rest of the money after I've paid into my retirement and paid into my medical, all of those things you'll never see. You'll only see the leftover cash out of my paycheck that I can budget for everything else. And that's what these binders are for. They're for cash stuffing. All right, that being said, let me share some quick news with you, because we're going to get to that portion of this binder during this video. We were not granted the exemption from going back into the office. My team, which consists of 6 people, 2 of which were exempt because they live 50 miles or more outside of their regional office. The rest of us are split between Northern California and Southern California. So there's 2 of us down here in the South, and there's another 2 in the North. And we wanted to get an exemption for going back into the office, because the whole point of going back into the office is to work with your coworkers. Well, we don't. We are spread apart from each other. And even the other person that I work with, she works on completely different laws and regulations and stuff than I do. So we don't even really collaborate. But they denied us. They denied us. And it costs $100 a month to park at my job just to go to work every day. Let that sink in. I have. Okay. So luckily December, and we have to go right now, like this week. So I think at the time that you're seeing this video, I will have already been in the office one day of the week. Now, if I want to pay a daily rate, it's $18 a day. Some months it's going to be better for me to pay the daily rate because of holidays and stuff like that. I'm not going into the office frequently enough to warrant paying $100 a month parking pass. And this is one of those months. I'm only going in 3 days this month of December. Hallelujah. And so at $18 a day, I believe that's like, what is that? 18, 36, 54? Something like that. So you're going to see me cash stuff my parking, and just know that I have to start spending on it now. Let's get started. I have already pulled the money out that is designated for this particular binder, and this is my sinking funds binder. So let me get my cash tray out. And I believe these are already separated into the categories as well. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this because I already have it separated out. Maybe I don't need this at all. Maybe we can just hurry up and do a quick cash stuffing just like this because I already have it organized. So car maintenance is getting $20. So let me just put all this money here and I'll just pull it out as I need to. So car maintenance is getting $20. Okay, and I'll update the tracker later. But car maintenance now has a total of $20, $40, $50, $65. No, I'll update it later. This video will be way too long. Okay, kiddos is getting $50. And if you're new to my channel, I do have 2 children. They are adults. And I just put money to the side for them for whatever comes up, be it their birthday, be it Christmas, be it they want to borrow money, or if nothing happens and it just stacks, that's fine. The money will go to them and it's split between the 2 of them. I have a boy and a girl, and my son is coming to visit for Christmas, and my daughter lives with me. And so we now have a total of $150, $200. I'm definitely going to give them both at least a $50 gift card for Christmas, along with whatever gifts I get them. Upgrade debt gets $65, and this is my credit card bill, so there's no money in here because I'm paying down that credit card. And so the money goes in here, but then the money comes out the day that it's going to get drafted. Why don't I just keep it in the bank? I don't know. Because it's due at the end of the month, and I just don't want that money sitting in there for that long. I like to control my week-to-week spending. Here it is, CNG parking, the parking lot people who charge $100 a month. And no, my job does not help pay for that at all. So CNG parking is getting $49. Okay. We already have a $100 bill here that I'm trying not to touch at all. I'm trying to cash stuff the amount of money I need for that month. So that's why we have such a weird amount of money that I'm stuffing this month, $49. I'm just adding it to what I already have here. And that should give me a total of 20, 40, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Yeah, If I went in 4 times this month, 18 times 4 is 72, but I think I'm only going in 3 times this month. So I'll be rolling over at least $18 of this into next month. And I'm just holding on to this $100 bill for insurance. I don't want to spend that $100. I just want it there as a buffer. Okay. Health copay is getting $10. I do have a dental appointment coming up. I'm getting my teeth cleaned, which is free, but they're also doing x-rays and a bunch of other stuff. And they already told me that it's going to cost about $32. So most of this is about to get depleted. We have $20, $30, $35, $40, $45. Southern California Edison debt. These two lovely people, my father being one and my daughter being the other, there's a whole story about why this debt got so out of control with Southern California Edison, which is electricity here in California. It was really their fault, but whatever. I had to pay it off, and then they let me borrow the money. Now, my daughter said, "Mom, you don't have to pay me back." And I'm thinking her reasoning was that basically I spent half of the electricity. Probably she spent more than half of the electricity because she used to run her heater all the time. But yeah, she said, I am responsible for half of it, so you don't have to pay me back. But guess what? I just want to pay her back. And then my father, who also said, you don't have to pay me back. But I know my dad. He wants to be paid back. He says things that he doesn't mean. And the reason why I know that is because if I take him for face value and he says, you don't have to pay me back, and I don't, best believe maybe like 2 years down the road, he'll bring it up. And I don't want that. So they're both getting paid back, even though they both say I don't have to pay them back. All right. So he is getting $50. Well, let's start with her. She's getting $25. So now paying Lauren back has a total of, let's put this here, 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 150. And then he's getting this $50 bill. Usually I just give it to him. So that's why there's no money in here. All this money that I've been tracking to pay him back, he's already received it in cash. He's going to receive this in cash as well. And then I just track it. That was a lot of talking about that, but it is a complicated situation. It really is. Okay, Visa. I have 2 things going on with Visa right now. And right now it only has $5, but this $5 is for Sacramento. What I plan to do in Sacramento is use my Visa card for everything that I need, like hotel gratuity, eating out. I'm only going to be there for 2 nights, and my job is providing a lot of the meals, but I'm pretty sure as a team we're probably going to go out to dinner or something like that. So I wanted to add to that, but also I just owe my Visa card $24. So here is $24. And I will go ahead and just leave this sticker on top of it so that I know what this $24 is for. That's to pay off my Visa on the 15th, which is when the balance is due. And then this is for Sacramento. So I will go ahead and give it the $75 remaining. So there's $50, $75. So it now has a total of $80. Actually, I want to put that like that. And so the point of it is that I'm going to use my Visa. And then when I come back, I'm going to pay it off. So I'm going to try really hard, and I'm pretty sure I can definitely do this. I'm going to stick to my $80 budget with $40 a day in Sacramento for food. And then I'm just going to come back and pay it off, and try to get a really good utilization on it for the reporting agencies. All right. And high yield savings, this money is automatically coming out of my bank account. So all I need to do is update this tracker. And I'm going to go ahead and use my Mr. Clean Magic Eraser to clean this off. And we're going to update this. Well, you know what? Let's just do this. Right? Why are we writing on things? Okay, so that's updated. Okay. And that does not include my Tiny Tuesday savings, by the way. That money, even though it's in my high yield savings, it's not counted toward this. This is just my high yield savings that I've saved for that automatically drafts out of my bank account each month. Nothing for miscellaneous. So that completes my sinking funds binder. Let's get into a new binder. So I have this binder. These used to be my sinking funds in this purple binder, but I realized that these are really annuals. These are things that I'm saving up for 12 months to pay the annual. Either it's a subscription or it's just like a fee that I have to pay. Those are all in this binder. All right. And I have my handy dandy notes for my annuals binder as well. Most of the things in here I've already started saving for because they were housed in my sinking funds binder, but now they're housed here. So let's give a quick cash count to what I'm putting in here. Everything's already in order, so the bills are out of order, but we have 20, 30, 50, 51, $61. Okay. We have car registration, which is not due until May of this year. I think I'm trying to save up $300 for car registration. Today, car registration gets $20, $30 for a total of $100, $20, $30, $40. $140 for car registration. So we're halfway there, just about. We have car insurance. So this is to pay for my annual car insurance payment. Actually, it's more like a down payment on my car insurance, but this isn't due until September, and we're adding a $20 bill to it. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80. And we are using this really cute savings challenge. Our goal is $500. This one comes to us from Erin at Sassy Beauty Budgets, and we get to color in another set of balloons. Okay. So again, we are saving up $500 between now and September of 2026. Taxes gets $1. And taxes now has a total of $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8. It's really not a priority right now to save for taxes. And then lastly, we have my OPEB savings. which my state job stopped paying for. So I decided that the 2-year hiatus that they're putting on us, where they don't pay us for our retirement medical, I'm just going to fund it a little bit. I'm not hardly putting in what they used to put in, but I just wanted to put in something. So it's getting $10, and it has a total of $20, $30, $45 right now. I have 2 more categories in here that I am skipping because I won't start paying for them until January, and that's AAA and Costco. Okay, so that completes this cash stuffing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Stay psyched for savings, and take care, everybody. Bye.